What's up everyone, Swag here. Now today, I'm going to be doing a character criticism video on KSI again. Now this is the third time where I've had a sequel or two character criticisms done on one person, so yeah, you have to be that bad for me to do another character criticism on you. But yeah, again, I'm going to be talking about his whole boxing career and shit, mostly his boxing career. So let's get started. So in my last character criticism on KSI, we talked about the Woodley situation and, you know, the whole contract thing and how KSI was ducking Woodley. Now, KSI chose to fight Dylan Danis, who was obviously gonna pull out. And Woodley recently spoke on the contract that KSI sent him. This is what he had to say.
The way the negotiation or the contract was very disrespectful, and it made me want to just hurt him. I was on the phone with his manager, Mams, and I was like, never in my life have I been disrespected like this in a contract. He wanted me to fight at cruiserweight. Cruiserweight starts at 175, right? And it goes to 190. So he wanted me to fight for a cruiserweight belt. If I weigh 176, they said I was going to be no 20%, I'm off the fight. So they wanted me to weigh exactly at 175. Then they wanted me to come in as I walked into the arena at 185. I walk around 200, 205 as of today. Every advantage they wanted. And this was terms that was added after we had already agreed. So we agreed. I got a contract. I was like, oh, I'm sorry to do this, but KSI's trainer wants to add this hydration thing and da-da-da-da. I'm not weighing a 185 and your boy gonna get f***ed up. They about this, and I'm really about that.
So in conclusion, KSI basically sent out a contract, the management team sent out a contract to make it seem like they wanted the fight, but they didn't, and they wanted to make Woodley have every disadvantage as possible. Alright, so let's talk about Joe Fournier. Now, Dylan Danis, when the rumors of Dylan Danis pulling out, there was rumors of Joe Fournier becoming the replacement since Mams Taylor posted a photo of Joe Fournier during the rumors. And Dylan Danis, this main event was so trash. If people were more excited for the replacement fighter, the possible replacement fighter to fight on the main card instead of the actual main fighter. But yeah, more people wanted KSI versus Fournier on the main card. Dylan Danis pulled out, and people thought Joe Fournier was going to be the replacement fighter, but it turns out that it was FaZe Temper. Now, Joe Fournier was not happy about this because he said that there was agreements for him to be the replacement fighter, and that KSI's team said he was too heavy, but Fournier said that he was 176 pounds and that he weighed enough. So clearly people were not happy with this, and Fournier's opponent ended up pulling out of the fight. And Woodley was also not happy with the replacement fighter because he thought that he should have been the replacement fighter, and Fournier. And then there was this whole concept of Woodley versus Fournier, and Fournier and Woodley both verbally agreed that they would be down for that fight. But for some reason, KSI's team didn't make it happen, and, Woodley's still pissed, and, it's just so dumb. I mean, the dude's also a hypocrite. Anthony Taylor wants to fight KSI, and KSI made fun of Taylor's record being 2-3, even though he's, fighting actual professional boxers, and KSI can't make fun of this record because he fought someone who was 2-5, Pineda, and he was supposed to fight Ivan Nikolov, who was 3-16, so he can't talk shit about people's records. Alright, so now I'm gonna call out KSI on his speech after beating Swarms and Pineda in one night. He basically calls out 4 people, and he has ducked all of them so far. So let's just take a look at the clips, and we'll show you you know, just compilations of him just ducking them.
Slim looks good. I want a piece of that.
You ducked Slim. You should have fought Slim because Slim beat FaZe Temper.
Bro, Slim is not even that great, bro. What are you on about?
Then why wouldn't you fight him?
Austin versus Gibb. I want the winner of that.
Gibb then beats Austin McBroom in this fight. Clearly, he just dominated it, knocked his ass out. But then KSI says,
I don't even want to fight Gibb. I don't want to fight Gibb. Now, Gibb's my boy. It won't make sense.
Andrew Tate. I want a piece of that. Tommy Fury. I want a piece of that.
He then says that he can't fight Tommy Fury because that's where the next event is going to be, and it's in America, and Tommy can't go to America, and that Andrew Tate is too heavy for him. It's like, why would you call them out then? And what's funny is that he totally lied about the Tommy Fury thing, because, yes, Tommy can't fight in America, but the next fight was in England, the UK. Tommy is in the UK. He lives in the UK. So why couldn't he just fight Tommy Fury? But no one wanted him to fight Dylan Danis. Next, I'm going to be talking about Alex Wasabi face-off and what was said. Basically, Alex Wasabi said that he thinks that KSI... Because KSI claims that he was fighting Wasabi to avenge his brother Deji, and that it's personal, and that it's a warm-up fight. But Wasabi says that he thinks that KSI is just bullshitting about the whole revenge for his brother. Here's the clip.
He keeps saying he wants to avenge his brother, but I just don't believe that.
Alex eventually had to pull out of the fight due to a concussion, which I'll make a separate video on the theory surrounding that injury. But KSI said, don't think I forgot about you, Alex Wasabi. Recover from your concussion so I can spar you. Then, yeah, Alex said, we'll run it back one day on the big stage. Then KSI says, you've lost your chance. So this just kind of proves Alex right, that KSI, like, this was before Deji beat Fuzi too. And, like, if KSI was so, you know, passionate about getting revenge for Deji, then he would have said, all right, bet, let's reschedule the fight. But no, he's just saying that he lost his chance. Now, Wasabi has said that he's interested in a Deji rematch. Deji hasn't said anything about that. But, so if Alex and Deji have a rematch and Alex wins, does that build up hope for a KSI versus Wasabi fight? Who knows? Next, I'll talk about how he's ducking Salt Poppy. Now, KSI recently said that he thinks that he would win against Salt Poppy and that he'd knock him out.
Clippy, what do you think of Salt Poppy?
Salt Poppy looked good, bro.
Yeah.
That was very good. I'll knock him out, though. Nah, bro. There's no way. I'd beat him.
Now, KSI, he said that he's willing to fight anyone, and that, you know, no one's on his level. He's just willing to fight anyone. But then, after he said he would knock out Salt Poppy, this was said in a Sidemen podcast interview.
I'm just training against Orthodox fighters now. So no more southpaws. You know, people want me to fight Salt Poppy. It's not happening. Okay, I need to fight Jake Paul. I can't get distracted now. No. All right, the goal is Jake Paul. So
now I'm gonna talk about the hypocrisy again of KSI. Now, KSI made fun of Andrew Tate in a press conference for the Dylan Danis press conference, saying that making fun of Andrew Tate for doing warm-up fights.
Andrew Tate, would you be willing to fight him next, and would you put an offer in?
I mean, of course, like, Andrew Tate is someone that says he'd fight anyone, and then when people come up to him with negotiations, he then goes, oh, I need warm-up fights. I think he knows if he loses a fight with either me, or Logan, etc., his whole career ends.
But then he says this in the Alex Wasabi face-off.
You think you can beat Jake?
Yes.
So why are you fighting me?
No, because I have to warm up.
Now I'm gonna talk about KSI's speech after beating FaZe Temper. He basically says he's on a different level because Swarms and Pineda, they did very well on the undercard, and basically Pineda dominated against B-Dave, and Swarms ended up TKOing Ryan Taylor in one punch in 40 seconds. So KSI just thinks he's on a different level.
I want you guys to understand the levels. Look at what Swarms did to Ryan Taylor. Look at what Pineda did to that other guy, I don't know his name. B-Dave.
The crab man, the crab daddy.
And look what I did to Tampa. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm on a different level.
All right, KSI, let me stop you right there, all right? No, you are not on a different level because you beat Swarms and Pineda. You beat Swarms and Pineda when they were fucking garbage. You fought Swarms when he had no boxing experience, and he was fat. He was overweight. He was not prepared. He sucked in the ring. Second fight, yeah, he did good, improved. Pineda, all Pineda did was complain about back at the head shots, and he was just a bitch, bro. Like, if you did the 2-1 night now, I would gain your respect. But guess what? If you did the 2-1 night right now with Swarms and Pineda, that would be fine. I would be down for that, showing because Pineda and Swarms have improved. But you fought them when they were not improved at all. So shut up.
Joe Fournier, I want a piece of that. Woodley, I want a piece of that.
Fight is over.
Oh. Okay, wait. Fournier is here.
Fight is over.
Fournier is here.
On, Joe.
Stand up Fournier as well.
London, who wants to see him fight a real boxer? You heard them?
Hey, yo, I need to be tested.
I'm ready.
What I do.
Okay, so KSI calls out the people he's ducked. He's called out Woodley, he called out Joe Fournier, and yeah, he called out Jake Paul, which is inevitably, hopefully, going to happen in December. But yeah, if he actually fights the people he's ducked, then yeah, I'll gain respect for him. So I thought he was going to fight Woodley, alright? But then KSI says this after the call out. Woodley says he's agreed to the terms, and KSI tweets out, should I fight a tired Tyron Woodley that hasn't won a single boxing fight and got knocked out by Jake Paul by standing still, or B, fight a pro boxer with a better record than Tommy Fury? Why not fight both? You called them both out. So it looks like he's going to be fighting Joe Fournier in May, and KSI does say that he has a fight in August, so we can hope that that's a fight with Woodley. But it's like why do you keep saying, oh no, you call him out, and then you're like, oh no, I shouldn't fight him. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about KSI ducking Jake again. And basically the excuses that KSI gives. Now, I know Jake isn't in the right when it comes to a lot of the stuff like the Wasabi event, and Jake ducked Hasim. I know that. I'm going to be making a video on if he paid off Alex Wasabi or not to pull out, but basically, KSI was asked what would happen if Jake loses to Tommy Fury. And KSI, he said in 2020 that if Jake beat Gibb, he would fight Jake. But then he didn't fight him. He was doing music tours. And, it's been a long time in the making. But now he says that if Jake loses to Tommy Fury, he'll fight Tommy in December and you won't fight Jake. Just take a look at this clip.
Does that affect the fight with you?
I think at that point, I'd probably have to fight Tommy Fury instead of Jake.
Really?
For
Jake's
me,
the money fight, though. It's where you're going to make the most money.
Well, if Tommy beats Jake, then I don't think that's the money fight anymore. For me, it's always just about being the best.
Wouldn't it make sense for you to fight Jake, beat Jake, and then fight Tommy?
Yeah, but then I said I have a goal. I'm fighting 3 fights this year. So, that means I'm doing more than I said I was going to do. And, I'm a busy guy, man. There's only so much I can do.
Okay, so it's clear as day that KSI is trying to find any way to not fight Jake Paul at all, because yes, Tommy's decent, but I mean, he's not as energetic as Jake Paul when it comes to the movement, in my opinion. But like, man, like, he's like, oh, but I can't fight Jake and Tommy because I promised to do 3 fights instead of 4 this year. So why not just fight Jake in December and then fight Tommy in 2024? And then just leave the boxing scene. This guy claimed that he just wanted to fight Jake Paul and then he's done. He's retired from boxing. It's like he's ducking him. He's even admitted that he was offered to fight Jake in the middle of 2023 and he declined.
I could fight Jake middle of next year if I wanted to. You know, I was definitely offered to. But I said nah because I'm enjoying this too much. If I don't know if that's kind of weird. I'm just, you know, I didn't expect to just be so obsessed with being able to just improve so much. I think I'm just on a level where I'm able to just keep going and keep going and keep going. And I just don't really want to end it so quick because I know as soon as I fight Jake, it's done. Like, I have no intrigue or interest to do anything else boxing-wise. So I don't know why I'd want to end it so quickly. I'm enjoying the journey too much.
I mean, yeah, it's just clear that KSI is scared of Jake Paul. I mean, his excuse is saying, I could fight Jake, but in the middle of 2023, but I said nah because I'm enjoying the journey. I was like, dude, just say that you're not ready to fight Jake yet. Just say you need some fights, and then, you'll fight Jake. Or like, the excuse of him enjoying the journey is bullshit. All right, it just is him taking easy fights. Yeah, I guess that is pretty. Yeah, no, him taking easy fights and beating easy opponents. Yeah, I guess you can enjoy that. I don't know how you can enjoy that, but somehow you can, I guess. Like, oh my God. I mean, also, him saying that after I beat Jake, I'm done. I have no purpose left. So what are you talking about, bro? You can still box after Jake. You know, Jake doesn't have to be the end, right? No, it doesn't have to be the end. I mean, you said you want to make the excuse that if Tommy beats Jake, then you'll just fight Tommy instead of Jake. If Tommy beats Jake, fight Jake, then fight Tommy. I mean, you refuse to fight Woodley, who Jake beat. It proves that you're not on Jake's level. If you're too afraid to fight Woodley, you want to give him every disadvantage just to fight him. You make it seem like you want to fight Woodley, but you don't. You're a coward. You just are not who you say you are. You're a phony. You're a phony, KSI.